So I'm heading to training now. I usually take the team bus, but because today I'm filming with you guys, so I'm taking a special car. I just got here last night, so I need to kind of get a feel of what the court is like and see if there's any drafts and kind of get used to the stadium, because different size stadiums, the feeling is very different, and then the shuttle speed is also very different. So we usually like to get a feel of that before the match, so that when it comes to the tournament day, there are no surprises. So I travel a lot. I do love traveling, but there are also a lot of things that I really hate about traveling, like going on a plane, dealing with jet lag. But most of the time it's more just adjusting to a new environment. Once I get really comfortable in the environment, I have to fly to another city again, and I didn't get enough time to kind of explore one city. I'm already having to go to another city, so I think that's a little frustrating, because there's so much I want to see in one city, but I never really get a chance to. So with jet lag, it does take some time to get used to. So knowing that I say I'm going to Asia 3 or 4 days before, I like to slowly kind of adjust my sleeping time, so that when I do get to Asia, it's not like at once that it hits me. I maybe would sleep a little later, so then I would kind of be used to kind of staying up a little later, so then I would last a little longer in the day when I'm actually in Asia. And at the same time, when I'm on the plane is 15 hours, I like to time it, so then I would sleep toward at the end part of the flight versus in the very beginning. So just little things like that I do to kind of prepare myself for the jet lag. So at home I live with my parents and my brother, his wife, and his baby daughter. So my niece is only 1 year old and she is so cute. But it's funny because even though she's my niece, and I post on social media, my Instagram account, everything, that I say that she's my niece, a lot of people still ask me if she's my baby or not. And I think it's kind of funny because people still think that I had time to get pregnant and I still be able to compete. So I do miss home a lot. Like, I miss my family, I miss my baby niece, but I think it's all part of it. And other than missing my family and not being able to see as much as I want to, I do love traveling. I do love playing badminton and competing in all these tournaments. So usually before I get on court, there's a couple things that I need to do. So I injured my Achilles tendon for the past year or so. So before I get on court, before I even start stretching, I usually tape it. So it's for my right Achilles. So this is the Power Flex. So it's like soft and squishy. It's not sticky, but it only sticks to itself. And then this is Leukotape. So Leukotape is a bit more stiff, so it doesn't allow for any movement. If I don't tape it, I lose a lot of speed and I feel a little bit more insecure. So with training and practice and whenever I'm on court, I tape it. So it gives me a little bit more confidence, and it takes a little bit of pain away because it restricts the movement of my Achilles. And to get it back to 100%, you need to rest, and a quicker way is probably surgery, but the recovery time for surgery is already 4 months. And with Olympics coming up and Olympic qualification just starting, that's really not an option for me. So right now it's about learning how to play with less pain, making sure that I ice after every training, taping it before each training so that it doesn't get worse, and I can manage the pain level. So usually before I start stretching or doing anything else, I like to roll. I roll usually, like, say, the parts that I get tight most. So my calves, because I injured my Achilles, so that my calves are usually really tight, my glutes and my quads. And then sometimes I have knots in my back, so then if you get a massage ball like this one is more painful because it's got the spikes, but usually a massage ball, just like a smooth one, is enough. So I start with the calves. This ball hurts so much. So this is for my IT band, and that's usually, especially for badminton players, because we do so much twisting and turning and lunging, and our IT band is usually the tightest. Well, it's the tightest for me, and that actually leads to a lot of knee problems. So that's what I'm loosening up right now. And it hurts. This ball. I don't usually use balls with spikes, so this is actually hurting more than usual. So after rolling, I just start doing some stretches and doing some motions to kind of release my spine and just open up my body a little bit. So like some stretches and some dynamic movements. So after stretching, I like to do some dynamic movements, kind of get the heart rate up, and then I'll go directly on court. So I'm done for today. I think that was a pretty good training, and right now I'm heading back to the hotel, gonna have some rest, and then later on before dinner we're gonna have a team meeting to prepare for our match tomorrow. So yeah, so today is just about rest and recovery now, so hopefully tomorrow we'll have a really good performance and get a win for the team. Bye!